Clarity over complexity builds real wealth over time. So I'm here to help you change your future. From the Real Book Studio, this is the Matt Money Show. Now, I hear a lot of people say that they're worried about being judged for working on budgeting or trying to be better with money. And I will say that this is very common. I see this all the time. I've experienced this myself. And for some reason, deciding to be more responsible with your money gets the same knee-jerk reaction from friends and family as if you were trying to be more responsible with, let's say, your drinking. First of all, let's just get this out of the way and clear the room. We don't care about the opinions of broke people, just like we don't care about the opinions of the drunks. Now, I have to defend everyone before I give you your kudos, because I assume if you're listening to this podcast, you may be one of the people that said, I want to be better with budgeting, or I want to be better with money. So let's first defend your friends who are giving you a hard time. If you're being cheap with people, which means not being frugal, but cheap, so which means you're choosing to spend less and it affects them. A good example of this would be like canceling on a trip last minute, and now everyone's got to pay a higher share because you were supposed to go and pay this amount, and now you're not going to be there. And there's other ways that, you could conceptualize by being really cheap with people and it affects them. That's going to damage certain relationships. We don't want to do that. The other way that I'll give them a break is if all you talk about is personal finance and budgeting, that is going to rub a certain percentage of people the wrong way. Now, between me and you, this stuff is awesome. I'll talk about it all day with you. Write in a question and we'll nerd out. But for most people, they just don't really want to talk about it. They're not comfortable with it. And so just leave it alone with everyone. Make it something that you really work on with yourself. Or maybe you have another friend and they're the accountability buddy and you guys share some of this stuff together. So I will say there are a couple of situations where when people try to be better with money, they rub certain people the wrong way and it does hurt relationships. But overall, we do want to be better with money and we need to be realistic. Working to better yourself in any endeavor, whether that be focusing on getting drinking under control, being in better shape, eating better food, and being better with our money, it's never going to be something easy. And in those first few steps down the path is going to be flooded with people who want to bring you back down to their level. So if you've ever been at a bar and you're not really feeling like drinking much that night, maybe you have one drink or you just have water, and someone goes, "You aren't drinking? Or you aren't having another one?" We've all been there. Similar when we're working out, we really want to get our fitness together. All right, I'm going to have a meal plan. I'm going to lift 3 days a week. I'm going to run 2 days a week. There's always seemingly that friend that's, hey, let's go get hot wings. Let's go get pizza. And maybe we do this or that. And they don't understand what you're going through. And that's just going to be part of the journey. We've got to have a little bit of a thick skin to people who are hoping to derail us, and maybe they're not even hoping to, but their natural behavior tendencies are going to make it harder for us to stay on track. That's just going to be part of those early days. However, if you tell people legitimately, I just want to be healthier so I feel good. I want to be better with my money so I don't have debt or so that I can build some wealth and have peace. The real friends out there are going to support you through that journey. So just be honest with people. Don't overdo it. But you can do this. There's going to be people that try to derail you. And what I would recommend is just be creative. If someone's got a really expensive idea that is how they want to hang out with you, maybe propose alternative solutions that kind of incorporate a lot of different things, but don't cost as much. So you may have to be creative here, but ultimately, again, you can do it. Now, here's the thing about the people that are judging you for trying to be better with money, and this is just kind of a fact of life, is that down the road, at the end of this journey, when you are, you struggle, you endure, and you're 20 years down the road, those same people are just going to be saying, "Must be nice to be you," or you're so lucky that you invested while you were young. And you're, again, just still going to have a thick skin about it. So at the end of the day, the message really is about not everyone is going to be on board with you when you decide to make a change, whether that's fitness, finance, eating healthy foods. No matter what it is, people are not always going to be on board with you, but know that you're doing the right things and you're taking the right steps. Find an accountability buddy. And if you ever need help or have questions, I'm here for you at the Matt Money Show. Now, I've talked about this on a previous episode, so I will reiterate. There's a bunch of different ways that you can take control of your financial future. That is the Matt Money system. There's tons of other podcasts and very well-known financial radio shows out there that will teach you how to get there. There's different budgeting apps. There's spreadsheets. I want you by Friday to try to find a money system that works for you, that resonates with you, and decide to start taking the first step. Most of the good ones are broken down into smaller increments where, all right, step 1 is this, step 2 is that, and let's get going on that, and let's have a great 2026 with being better with personal finance. I'll see you guys next week.